Our journey began with a direct flight from Ahmedabad to Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia. Welcome to Tbilisi. Let's explore. We started with Old Tbilisi, a city where history meets modern charm. Famous for its wooden balconies and the iconic sulfur baths. A centuries-old tradition. One of the highlights of our trip was the Holy Trinity Cathedral, also known as St. Biba. This magnificent church is the largest in Georgia and a symbol of the country's deep-rooted spirituality. We ended the day with a funicular ride to Matatsminda Park, where we enjoyed stunning panoramic views of the city. Followed by a cable car ride to Narikala Fortress, an ancient stronghold with breathtaking city views. After an exciting day exploring Tbilisi, we headed to our stay for the night, a beautiful 2 BHK apartment at Dat X in Sinandali. The apartment was spacious, well-furnished, and had a cozy ambiance, making it the perfect place to relax after a long day. The interiors were elegant, with a fully equipped kitchen, comfortable bedrooms, and a stunning balcony view. Located in a peaceful area, it offered a mix of modern comfort and a homely feel. After settling in, we unwound, reflected on our amazing experiences from the day, and prepared for the adventures ahead. Early in the morning, we left for Georgia's famous wine region in a private cab. Our driver was friendly and knowledgeable, and he charged us 160 lari for the entire day. Our first stop was the KTW Winery, one of the most well-known wineries in Georgia. As we arrived, we were greeted by vast vineyards and a serene atmosphere. KTW is famous for its traditional winemaking techniques, including the use of kaveri, large clay pots buried underground to ferment wine. We explored the winery, learned about the unique process of Georgian winemaking, and, of course, got to taste some of their finest wines. The rich flavors and centuries-old traditions made this experience truly special. After the winery, we continued our journey to Caucasus, a charming hilltop town known as the City of Love. As we drove through the scenic countryside, we made a quick stop at a roadside bakery to experience traditional Georgian bread making. The locals showed us how they bake shodi puri in a deep clay oven called a tone. Fresh out of the oven, the bread was warm, crispy on the outside, and soft inside, absolutely delicious. Arriving in Caucasus, we were greeted by breathtaking views.
St. George's Church, built at 5th century.
Of the Alazani Valley and the Caucasus Mountains. The town's cobblestone streets, pastel-colored houses, and historic walls gave it a European feel. We walked along the ancient fortress walls, explored the charming streets, and soaked in the peaceful atmosphere. Caucasus' beauty and rich history made it one of the highlights of our Kakheti trip. After an incredible day in Kakheti, we began the next part of our journey, heading to Batumi. We took a train from Tbilisi to Batumi. A comfortable 5-hour ride through Georgia's beautiful landscapes. The journey was smooth, and we enjoyed watching the scenery change from rolling hills to the Black Sea coastline as we got closer to our destination. Upon arriving in Batumi, we checked into our hotel. Orbi City, a stunning sea view hotel right by the coast. The room was spacious, modern, and had an amazing balcony overlooking the Black Sea. The sound of the waves and the cool breeze instantly made us feel relaxed. After the long journey, for dinner, we decided to try some Indian food and went to Maharaja Hotel, one of the well-known Indian restaurants in Batumi. The food was a bit on the expensive side, but the taste was absolutely worth it. From flavorful curries to freshly baked naan, it felt like a taste of home in Georgia. After dinner, we stepped out to experience Batumi's nightlife. The city was lively, with bright lights, music, and a vibrant energy. We walked along the Batumi Boulevard, enjoying the night views of the Ferris wheel and the illuminated city skyline. However, the rain was drizzling, so we had to keep our plans limited. Despite that, the misty weather made the atmosphere even more magical, with the reflections of city lights shimmering on the wet streets. With a long and exciting day behind us, we returned to our hotel, ready to explore more of Batumi the next day. The next day in Batumi started with cloudy skies, but luckily there was very little rain. The cool weather made it perfect for exploring the city. Our first stop was Europe Square, a beautiful area surrounded by grand buildings with stunning European-style architecture. The mix of modern and historical designs gave Batumi a unique charm. Next, we visited the famous Ferris wheel, which offered breathtaking panoramic views of the city and the Black Sea. Just a short walk away, we saw the statue of Ali and Nino, a mesmerizing moving sculpture that symbolizes eternal love and cultural unity. As the day slowly turned into evening, we headed to Batumi Beach, where we enjoyed the peaceful sound of the waves and the fresh sea breeze. The relaxed atmosphere, combined with the stunning sunset views, made it a perfect way to end our Batumi trip. In the evening, we boarded the train back to Tbilisi. The 5-hour journey was smooth and comfortable, giving us time to relax and reflect on our amazing experiences in Batumi. By the time we arrived in Tbilisi, we were ready to rest and prepare for the next part of our adventure. The next day, we took a public transport bus to Lilo Mall, one of the biggest shopping hubs in Tbilisi. Lilo Mall had a wide variety of shops, from clothes and accessories to household items. But the highlight of our shopping experience was the perfume shop, where they crafted traditional Arabic perfumes. The rich, long-lasting fragrances and the art of perfume making made it a truly unique experience. Overall, Lilo Mall was a great place for budget-friendly shopping, and we enjoyed exploring its diverse collection of stores. After a great shopping experience at Lilo Mall, we returned to our apartment by 6 p.m., ready for a relaxed evening. Instead of dining out, we decided to prepare a homemade dinner. We cooked fresh roti, paneer sabji, and enjoyed a simple yet comforting meal. It felt great to have a taste of home after days of traveling. The rest of the evening was all about unwinding, enjoying the cozy atmosphere of our apartment, reflecting on our journey so far, and getting ready for the adventures ahead. A perfect way to end the day. The next day, we set off on an exciting group tour to Kazbegi, one of the most beautiful regions in Georgia. The tour cost 100 lari per person, and our guide, Amelia, was incredibly welcoming and knowledgeable. As we drove through the scenic landscapes, we were mesmerized by the stunning mountains, winding roads, and picturesque valleys. Our first stop was Ananori, a historic 17th century fortress and church overlooking the Aragvi River. The old stone walls and towers gave us a glimpse into Georgia's rich history, while the surrounding views were simply breathtaking. For lunch, we stopped at a charming hilltop hotel where we enjoyed a delicious meal with a panoramic view of the mountains. The fresh air and serene environment made the experience even more special. Nearby, a river was flowing peacefully, adding to the beauty of the landscape. On the way, we also visited a local honey shop where we bought pure organic honey. The quality was amazing, rich in flavor, and 100% natural. It was one of the best souvenirs from our trip. Upon reaching Kazbegi, we took a private car for 60 lari to go up to the famous 14th century Gergeti Trinity Church. The ride was adventurous, with winding mountain roads leading to the top. The moment we reached, we were greeted by a spectacular view, majestic mountains surrounding the ancient church. It was extremely chilly, but the breathtaking backdrop made it absolutely worth it. On our way back to Tbilisi, we made another stop at the Russia-Georgia Friendship Monument in Gudaury. The massive circular wall, covered with colorful murals, stood against a dramatic mountain backdrop. The views from here were unforgettable. We finally returned to Tbilisi by 8 p.m., but the adventure wasn't over yet. As we walked through the streets, we came across a live roadside band performing, adding the perfect musical ending to our incredible day. The mix of travel, history, nature, and culture made this trip truly special. The next day, we continued exploring Tbilisi, starting with the iconic Peace Bridge. This modern glass and steel structure stretched beautifully across the Mekgavari River, offering a stunning view of the city. From there, we took a cable car ride to the top of the hill for 50 lari, and the view was absolutely breathtaking. From the top, we could see the entire city of Tbilisi spread out below us, a perfect blend of history and modernity. While enjoying the view, we came across a Georgian singer performing Bollywood songs. What made it even more special was that he sang songs in different languages, matching the origin of the tourists around him. It was a unique and heartwarming experience. Next, we tried Turkish coffee, made in a traditional way by heating it in hot sand pots. The rich aroma and strong flavor made it a must-try experience. We then visited the Mother of Georgia statue, a towering symbol of Georgian hospitality and strength. Unfortunately, the Narakala fortress was closed for renovation, but we still enjoyed the panoramic views from the area. After spending about 2 hours at the top, we took the cable car back down and visited the historic Gergeti Church, which is over 600 years old. The church, standing on a cliff overlooking the river, had a peaceful and spiritual atmosphere. At night, we visited the Parliament of Georgia, an impressive and grand building beautifully lit up. The area had a lively yet elegant ambiance, making it the perfect way to wrap up our day. Tbilisi's charm, history, and vibrant culture continued to amaze us. On our last day in Georgia, we packed our bags and checked out from our apartment, feeling grateful for the amazing experiences we had over the past few days. Before leaving, we visited a friend's place, spending some quality time and sharing stories about our journey. In the afternoon, we made one final stop at the Chronicle of Georgia, one of the most impressive monuments in Tbilisi. The towering stone pillars, adorned with intricate carvings depicting Georgia's history and culture, stood majestically against the sky. From the top, we had a breathtaking view of Tbilisi Sea. Making it a perfect way to end our sightseeing. As the evening approached, it was finally time to say goodbye to this beautiful country. Georgia had given us incredible memories. Its rich history, stunning landscapes, delicious food, and warm hospitality made this trip truly unforgettable. With a heart full of experiences, we headed to Tbilisi Airport for our night flight, promising to return one day. Georgia, you were amazing.